Hey guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new, you're beautifully welcome. Please hit the subscribe button down below and make sure you turn the post notification bell on. And if you're not new, you're welcome yet again to my channel. I hope you've been enjoying my videos. Please always make sure you like, share and comment if you enjoy watching my videos, and I hope you find them useful as well. In case you don't know, I'm a new immigrant in Canada, and I'll be sharing with you guys my lifestyle here in Canada, how I got in here, and other immigration options. If you're here to follow my social media, please check me out on Twitter and on Instagram at Wiz_Queen, and on Snapchat at WizQueen, and Facebook at WizQueenB. Thank you very much. In today's video, so I'll be talking about your packing list, food packing list precisely, what to bring to Canada, and what you need to buy. Because I came with a lot of forgive that word, and some of these things I could have easily gotten them here and probably not even I probably don't even need them or will not need them later on. So I'll be telling you guys what you need to bring to Canada in case you're coming in a few months or in a few years time or in a few days time as well. So I'll be going to the African store in a bit. I'll show you guys around the prices of food items and other things you can easily get in African store, and I'll also mention some items you may need to come with if they are not really accessible here in Canada. So if you're here to see my previous video, please go right here. I'll link it up here. You can go there to check, and I'll do a different video to talk about clothing items, and I'll probably go to like a Value Village or Salvation Army, just a second-hand store, to show you guys prices of clothing, jackets, sweaters, socks, and all other clothing items you can get. I'll also show you the ones I got and the prices. But in today's video, I'm talking about food item precisely because food is important, food is life. So one of the very first thing you need to know that you should not bring to Canada is your blender. So you just got a nice blender a few months ago and you're coming to Canada in 2 weeks time, and you're thinking, this blender is still very nice, let me travel with it. My dear brother, sister, friend, auntie, uncle, you're wasting your time. It's not going to work here. Except it's 110 voltage, it's not going to work here. Even if you get an adapter that is going to convert it, it's still not going to work. It's going to be very, very slow. So your blender, your smoothie maker, your toasting machine is not going to work here. If you're a lady and you like to do fashion, hair, beauty, and all of that like me, you are coming with your hand dryer, your hair straightener, or whatever it is, it's not going to work here as well. You need to get the one you would buy here for 110 voltage. If you are bringing the one you use in Nigeria, African countries, except the ones in the US and in Canada, it will not work here. If you are coming with your phone and laptop chargers, I came in mine. So this charger, this one with this, is pretty much useless. This one as well. This is my laptop charger. So you see, I had to get something else because this is useless, and this as well is useless. But if I can get an adapter, I have an adapter though, that it's like it has a convertible. I'll put a video here to show it. If you have that, you can use it for your laptop and your charger, your phone charger. It would work, but it would not work with your blender. It will not work with your hair straightener because it's not going to be hot, and it's not going to, the speed is going to be very, very slow. So it won't work for those items as well. I wrote some of these things out on my phone, so let me check them. So yeah, anything electronic device that is not 110 volts would not work in Canada. So you probably have to get something that would work here, that will fit. So some of the things you need to make sure you bring include razor blade. Hey, I can't even emphasize how I needed razor blade when I came here. I couldn't get access to any in any of the stores, so I had to make use of, what did I even use? Scissors, and scissors didn't even serve the purpose I needed it for. So you need a razor blade, needle and thread. If you don't know, if your clothes get ripped a little bit and you just need to patch or something, you need needle and thread. Be sure to bring needle and thread. You can easily get that in like Value Village or some stores where they sell clothing items and materials, but you don't know when you would probably need it. You don't know if you would not have gotten needle and thread. So if you are coming from your country or wherever in the world and you have needle and thread in your house, please make sure you bring it. Also, if you are coming from Nigeria or other African countries and you have access to good coconut oil, please bring it along. If you use ori, bring it along. I didn't come with ori at first, so I had to cargo ori all the way from Lagos to here, and that was because I didn't know I could get them here. And also in a bit I'll be talking about if it's worth cargoing or it's not worth cargoing, because that's another story on its own. So you should also come with plastic bands. If you know plastic band, that's a regular rubber band we use in packing our hair or strapping things together. So you would most definitely need plastic band, so make sure you come with plastic band if you have in your country. You can easily get some here too, but not like very easily. It's not something, because everything in Canada you need to go like a very far distance before you can access them, so it's not something that you can just go downstairs to their booking your house and probably buy it for 5 naira, 20 naira, 100 naira. You can't easily get it. You have to go like to the mall, or you have to drive all the way down to buy some of those things. So you may just want to bring plastic band from your country, that's rubber band. If you are coming to a province like Ontario and you know fully well that coming in as a permanent resident you will not have access to free medical services till 3 months after arrival, you should come with medications that you need. So if you're coming from a quarantine country, you need to come with malaria drugs, typhoid drugs, and all of that. You may also need to come with flagyl. Yes, when I came here, like 2 days after I arrived, I started having like stomach upset. So I don't know what I ate, but I just needed to, like, I was just purging. I was stooling every minute, like almost every. I went to the toilet like 3 times in 1 hour, so I needed to use flagyl. Thankfully I came with flagyl and I used flagyl, so I was able to, stop that. Yeah, so I was able to stop that because I came with flagyl. So you want to make sure you come with flagyl, you want to make sure you come with painkillers, you want to make sure you come with typhoid drugs, malaria drug, cough syrup if you're coming with your kids. You may also need to come with sleeping tablets, because when I came in I was experiencing jet lag for some days because of the time differences, and I couldn't really sleep well. So I was having a headache, I didn't sleep well, I wake up too early, and I couldn't like get enough rest. So I had to take pain relief and Piriton, that's the sleeping tablet, so I could get sound and enough sleep. So you may also want to come with sleeping tablets to Canada. So let me quickly do a brief overview of what I found in the African store, the prices and all. So the next screen you'll be seeing now is the African store. Hey guys, what's up? So I came to the African store today to buy stuff, and I just thought to show you guys around so you can know what you can buy here and the prices. This is African in Brampton, so I'll just show you guys around different products and the prices. So these are 8 kg of rice, different kind of rice. Most of the rice here don't taste like Nigerian rice, so you need to ask for the particular one that tastes like Nigerian kind of rice. Like this one, I've tried this one before. It's not Nigerian. And this is chin chin here. There are bottled water, normal Coca-Cola, then Fanta, Gouda, and all that stuff. Yeah. Chin chin, this size, there's no price on it. But this is egusi melon. This size goes for $9.50. This size goes for 50 pounds, 50 cents rather, $50 rather. Yeah. So we have bananas here. There are bananas in normal Walmart and all that. This is palm oil for $12. Different kind of palm oil. Then there's yam here. So this quantity of yam is $50. If you like yam that much, this is palm oil. More yam. This is for $25. The one for $10 just went out, but just sold out. I saw some here just now. Palm oil from Africa. This is peanut butter. If Filipino, but for $4.99. Another one for $5, $3. Okay. So here you have plantain chips, sweet plantain chips. This is another one. Here, what's this? I don't know this. Jollof rice spice, Nigerian style. Fancy. So yeah. So this is spinach. That's what's called? What's the Nigerian name? Ugu. Yeah. And this is orishirishisha. This is fried rice ingredients. It's also in Walmart. I've seen that there before. It's in Freshco as well. This is stockfish for $3.05. This is normal fish and all. What else? More fish. If you like fish lovers. This is okra. Yeah, this one goes for $4.39. This is bell pepper. The green one, the orange one, aloe vera, big one. Spring onion for 69 cents. Dry pepper, lime, ginger. All these ones are available in all stores. This is fish. I don't know what kind of fish is this. Prawns as well. So plantain, yeah. Garlic. Sorry, this is garden egg. This is garlic. This is pear. Onion. There's onion everywhere. Hot pepper. This one goes for $7.49. There's milk here. So there's virtually everything here. Cerelac for 22 cents. Needle for 75 cents, the big one. Peak milk. The price for $2.05. If you're in Ontario, so all these prices you have to pay additional 13% tax. And peak milk. Custard, you know, golden morn, and different kind of spices. There's virtually everything here. This is lemon. Sorry.
I'll wait for you to come.
Okay. They have air products as well. Expression, other stuff. I don't know if they see granules here if you want or not. The granules is for $5.99, $4.99. Different prices. So this is the pattern and all that stuff. They have some chicken here. I hope it tastes like Nigerian chicken. Because chickens I've been buying at Walmart, they don't taste cow whatever. So you just come here, the price is $5.99 per portion. Cow food, that's for people that like goat head, ishewu, tino ẹran, stockfish. This one is $11.06. More fish, more and more fish. So there's pounded yam here for people that love pounded yam. What's the price though? The price is not here. How can they not put the price? Well, this is elubo yam plant, $23.99. This is ogi pap for pap lovers. This is peeled beans. I think you just need to blend this one to make moi moi. This is the dried one for moi moi and akara, $6.99 for this quantity. It's like 2 pounds. This is another one. Then Indomie for people that love Indomie. And Gino Sin tomato, $3.99 for this one. And here is Titus fish. Here is Titus sardine. So 3 of this one goes for $5. There are other types though. You know, geisha. Yeah. Green beans, red beans, normal beans in different sizes and portions. So if you're a beans lover and there's beans here, you're covered. And there's the regular white beans as well if you like beans. So what else? This is fufu. Yeah, for fufu lovers. Yeah. So more. Yeah. So yeah. And hair scarf, whatever, shea butter. I don't know how to get it, but it's nice. It feels nice. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. For now, I'll go to another store and I'll show you that. After leaving the African store, I also went to Oceans. Oceans is a grocery store here in Ontario. They have stores in Mississauga and Brampton, so I went to the one in Brampton. I was able to get some seafood items. So if you're a lover of seafood items or food like me, it's a Chinese store actually, so I was able to get fresh food, seafood and all of that, and it was at a very reasonable price compared to the price at Freshco and the prices at Walmart. And because the chicken here tastes a little bit different from the one I got in Freshco, I think it's more, I don't know the word to use, but it tastes more Nigerian or more African than the one I used to buy from Freshco and Walmart. So I'll show you. Come back. So I want to mention your packing. If you are packing your bags, you want to be sure you put like your food items in one bag and your clothing items in another bag. So when I was packing, if you don't mind really, this bag, it's a popular packing or sack bag in Nigeria, and I don't know, I think it's like very common in Africa as a whole. You can get this kind of sack to put like your food items and your clothing if you don't mind. You don't necessarily need a box, because the box I brought from Nigeria before it got down to Canada, it was totally ripped, and it was a very new box, very nice and new, very strong. I could swear that this box is going to make it down here and would not be ripped, but unfortunately it's gone. Bag to pack your food items and your clothing, and when you get to the airport, there's a way they usually wrap it for I think 1,000 naira in Nigerian airport, or if you can get like a cling film, that's shrink wrap, or what is it called, you can use like a tape to like wrap it all over with the cling film and all of that. So if you're saving money, you can do that, or you can wrap it at the airport for 1,000 naira, as at today is still 1,000 naira. So that's another thing. Food items, you may need to pack them in like a Ziploc bag so that it's transparent and anybody that opens it can see that you're not carrying drugs. So be sure to put them in like a Ziploc bag. And for your palm oil, so this is how I package my palm oil. Here it's in a bottle, then I wrapped it in a Ziploc bag. I'll open this real quick. But to be very honest, we can find like very good palm oils in Canada here, so you may not even need to bring palm oil, because I think this thing is not allowed from MMA airport. So but it's allowed in Canada, so you should come with, you may not need to buy them all the way from Nigeria. So this is it. I put it in a newspaper. I wrapped it with newspaper and I used like a tape to wrap it all around. This is it. So this is it. It's in a Amstel malt bottle, and I tape the cap so it doesn't like spill off. So yeah, this is a bottle of palm. I think I came with about 10 bottles of this. But if you don't have enough space in your luggage, you can easily get good palm oil. Food items, this is how I packed mine. I put them in a Ziploc bag and I labeled the names on it. So as you can see, this is beans. I put it in a Ziploc bag and labeled the name. And this is Korean thyme. I put them in another bag and I labeled it. Of course, there are Korean thyme here. There's beans here as well. But, you know, I came with some of them because I had space. But if you don't have luggage space, you don't even need to stress yourself. And this is noodles. Indomie. This is the Indomie fried oriental noodles. So if you are coming from Nigeria, the Murtala Mohammed airport, you are not allowed to come with chicken food, or even into Canada itself. You're not allowed to travel to Canada with chicken items. So you won't be able to bring the Indomie, the regular Indomie noodles with chicken flavor or the onion flavor. That's why I came with this oriental Indomie. So you can easily get that in Lagos if you are coming with noodles. Also, there is spaghetti here. I love spaghetti a lot, and I came with the golden penny noodle. But there is good spaghetti here for like 99 cents, so which is not really bad. For 900 grams is like very okay, because the price is about almost the same or a little cheaper than the spaghetti you get in Nigeria, the golden penny noodles, the golden penny spaghetti. So it's better off buying it here than bringing them all the way from Nigeria. For phone and laptop chargers, these are the kind of chargers you can use. Look at it. This is the kind of laptop charger you can use. So I didn't come with my iPhone charger. I actually had this kind of charger from Nigeria, but I didn't bring it. I only came with my USB cable and this one. But yeah, I was unable to use this charger, so I had to get this for $5 when I had one at home. So you should make sure you come with this kind of charger if you have, or this kind of charger if you have for your laptop. So yeah, let's talk about if it is worth cargoing from your country or Nigeria all the way to Canada. So if you don't know, before, as a resident or as coming into Canada as a permanent resident, you're allowed to bring in items or food or anything from your country for like 1 year after arrival, within the next 1 year. So what some people do is, when you get to the airport, when you arrive, you can submit your goods to follow list that will include everything you'll be bringing into Canada now or later or subsequently in the next 1 year. That list would allow you to bring in items into Canada for free without you paying tax. You'll be given a form, the goods to follow list, to complete. If you're unable to do it at that point in time, when next you arrive to the airport, maybe you want to pick your cargo, you can go there to submit the goods to follow list. So I personally, I cargoed some item because when I was leaving from the airport, I don't know if you read my landing gist, when I was leaving at the airport, I had like 16 extra kg worth of items, and I was told to pay $100 for sending it as extra luggage. But I didn't want to pay extra luggage. I just felt, why should I pay additional $100 when I can pay 75,000 naira to cargo it to Canada? And that would be for 45 kg, so I can as well include other things that I had earlier dropped and include it to send for 75k. That was my plan. So I left it, and 75k is almost, 75k is about $200. Fine. So I refused to pay the $100, and my parents took back my items home and added some other things. Some of the other things I wanted that I couldn't carry, and some other food items, extra food items, and my remaining clothes and my native wears and all other things. They included it in the luggage and headed for the airport to send it. So we sent 45 kg for 75,000 naira. That's about $200, $205, which is fine. So the item got to the airport. I got a call. We got to the airport in 4 days. I got a call to come and pick up the package. When I got to the airport, so this is where the problem came in from. Going from my house to the airport, because I don't have a car yet, so I took public transport, and I took 3 buses from Brampton to the airport. So that was $3 per bus. That's $9 to the airport. It was about an hour plus almost 2 hours to get to the airport by public transportation. On getting to the airport, the point where you're picking up the cargo, so I got the document to go clear it at customs. And if you know, Toronto Pearson Airport is a very, very big airport. You need to like drive all the way to wherever, like everywhere. No place is a walking distance. You have to drive all the way to wherever you are going to. So I picked up the document, and I was told to go like about 11 kilometers to go and clear the document. And I tried to request Uber. Unfortunately for me, Uber does not work at the cargo place. So if you are going to be picking up your package through cargo in Toronto Pearson Airport, the point where you'll be picking up your cargo and where you'll be clearing it as a custom declaration point, there's no Uber service there. You can only get airport taxi, and you can't find them on spot. You have to call like Mississauga Taxi to request for a cab. So I waited there. I requested an Uber. I didn't know at that point in time that I couldn't get Uber. So I picked a different pickup point, and the guy called. I begged him that I couldn't put in the correct address, so he offered to come. I begged him. He came all the way. After like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, he came around. He was really angry. I just apologized to him and went for the custom clearance. So when we got there, I cleared the item, and I was to come. That was like $30, additional $30. Remember, I had earlier spent $9 for public transport to get to the airport, and that was because I have like the petrol card, so I get to ride like at $3.10, which is cheaper than paying cash at 3.75. So on getting there, I cleared the items, completed my goods to follow list, got the receipt which showed that I didn't pay any money, and I went back. I was to go back to the cargo place. So going back from the custom point to the cargo place, there's no taxi, there's no Uber service. You can either call Mississauga Taxi or you drive. If you are not driving, you're fucked really. So I waited for a while, tried to get a taxi. I couldn't get any. Then I was so lucky to find a helper that was going to give me a job. So she gave me a job. I met one beautiful lady, Amanda. So she dropped me at the cargo place, and I picked up my parcel, and went back to the cargo place. I was told I was to pay $92. So yeah, if you don't know, when you send your cargo from Nigeria, when you get back to the airport, you still have to pay additional money. So this is not the tax. This is just like a clearing fee, but it's not tax, it's not custom, it's not anything related to the custom. It's from the cargo company that you be paying an extra money to clear your items. It's different from taxation. So I paid additional $92 to clear the item, and I paid. So after that, I called Mississauga Taxi. A taxi came around after like 20-30 minutes. I picked up the parcel, then headed to my house, and I stay in Brampton, so it took another 30 minutes to get to my house, and I paid additional $45 for transportation all the way from the airport to my house. So by the time you sum all of this up, I spent $92, $9.03, $45 taxi, and thankfully I was able to get a free ride back to the cargo place. So all this sums up to almost $200, right? Then I had earlier paid over $200 to send the item. So in total, that's roughly almost 120,000 naira. So I spent 120,000 naira to cargo items of 45 kg. So in the real sense, by the time you see how much is this goods, the 45 kg worth of item, how much is it worth in the first place, you ask yourself that question. Secondly, if I'm to buy this item in Canada, even with the tax, the extra cost and everything, will I spend extra $400 to buy these items? You ask yourself that question. Then secondly, the stress I went through, I can tell you for free that I spent over 4 hours from my house to the airport and to the airport back to my house, just because I want to pick an item that I could have easily gotten around. And this was because I didn't have information that most of the things that I was sending all the way from Nigeria were easily accessible here. Except those things are something that you cannot get here in Canada, or they are like very of extreme importance or high value to you that they couldn't travel with you. If you can't find someone to like bring some of those things along for you, then trust me, it's not worth you cargoing. Maybe if I was cargoing an item of up to 110 kg or 200 or 400 kg, it was going to worth me sending all the way. But for 45 kg worth of items, spending $92 to pick it, spending 4 hours plus to go to the airport to get it back to my house and all of that, I swear to you, it's not worth it. I swear to you, it's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, everything that I brought in that bag, I saw them in African store at very reasonable price. Okay, so they were not as cheap as the prices I'll get them in Nigeria. But by the time you look at the cost of bringing it down here, the stress and every other thing, you just realize it's not what you importing. It's not what you bringing all the way from Nigeria. So in my opinion, cargo is just a waste of time. You can easily get everything and anything you want at a good price or at reasonably affordable price here in Canada. So I would not recommend you cargoing. It's just not worth the stress. It's not worth the money. It's not worth the pain. I'll tell you this for free. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoy watching this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, make sure you share this video to your friends, family members, and anybody you know is coming to Canada in a few weeks time or in a few months time or in a few years time, so they can know what they should bring and what they should not bring, and you know, prepare their mind for a new life here in Canada. So that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay confident. Bye.